Stop that.
Olivia Mills, and today I'm going to tell you why I think the legal drinking age should be lowered. So, when you turn 18 in the United States, you're an adult in the eyes of the government. You can vote, make legal decisions on your own, play the lottery, get married, join the military, and buy cigarettes. But the one thing you're not allowed to do is buy an alcoholic drink. The national minimum drinking age was passed in 1984, which requires every person to be at least 21 to buy and possess alcohol. Before the act was passed, every state could set their own laws on what the minimum drinking age should be. But since the act, the government said that they would take away 10% of the state's annual highway funding if they did not raise it to 21. Eventually, every state gave in and raised the drinking age to 21. I think this is an issue that needs to change because why is someone allowed to go fight for our country but not allowed to buy beer and consume it legally? I think if the drinking age was lowered to 18, there would be many benefits such as allowing for safe drinker environments. Underage drinking has always been an enormous problem in the United States, and it is obvious that the current laws in place are not working. Police officers cannot even enforce the law because there are so many college parties that involve underage drinking. According to Mark Buckner, the chief of police in a college town, they're not allowed to stop the situation about underage drinking. All they can do is try and control it. If you get caught drinking while you are underage, the usual punishment includes paying fines, community service, or enrollment in alcohol education programs. These laws are not strict enough to really scare young adults who are not 21 not to consume alcohol. It is no secret that there is drinking going on at colleges, but most people are not 21 when they enroll in college. That's where the problems start. So this means that adults who are not allowed to drink must So that's where the problem starts. So this means adults who are not allowed to drink come up with ways of their own because it'll make them look cool or fit in the crowd. It is in these situations where drinking becomes the most dangerous. Pre-gaming, taking multiple shots in a row, and trying to get as drunk as quickly and effectively as possible fosters binge drinking. If the drinking age were lowered to 18, young adults would not get the excitement from breaking the law. This would reduce binge drinking and how people see alcohol, because as far back as I can remember, I've always been told, do not touch alcohol until you're 21. When someone hears that, it makes them want to touch alcohol just for the excitement and thrill of breaking the law, just because he or she is not supposed to. Many people think that lowering the drinking age to 18 would increase the underage statistics because it would be easier for people under 18 to get it. However, that is not the case because in European countries where it's legal to drink, at 18 their statistics have been shown a lower number of teen deaths related to alcohol. If teens and young adults in the United States were properly educated on how to consume and act responsibly regarding alcohol, I think it would benefit everyone. It would also create safer drinking environments because kids would not be sneaking out to drink. They would be treated like every other person and be able to consume alcohol legally and not have to sneak and get it. They would be able to go to a restaurant and have a beer with their dinner, just like everyone else. This would reduce the want to consume alcohol anytime they can get their hand on it and overdo it, because they'll be able to get it whenever they want to. One of the main points that is made about lowering the drinking age is that someone is trusted enough to go fight for a country, but he or she is not trusted enough to have a beer until they are 21. I think that if someone is old enough to make their decision if they want to go fight and risk their life to fight for our country, he or she should be able to enjoy an alcoholic beverage. One of the main opposing views to lowering the drinking age is that adults under 21 are not neither physically or emotionally ready to consume alcohol. A person's brain continues to develop up into their 20s. Researchers say that alcohol consumption before someone is 21 can interfere with a person's young brain development. Many people think that the right to drink should not be changed because of the dangers posed by drinking. There are many rights in the United States conferred on people 21 or older, such as gambling in casinos, buying a handgun, or adopting a child, and alcohol should be considered with those rights. People think that if the drinking age was lowered back down to 18, there would be an increase in traffic accidents and deaths involving alcohol. When the legal drinking age, 21, was initiated, there clearly was a significant decrease in the number of intoxicated driver accidents. But there are four major factors that have contributed to the decrease of driving fatalities associated with alcohol. Safer cars, higher awareness by drivers of all ages, designated drivers, and more vigorous law enforcement all play a role in the declining numbers of alcohol and related driving deaths. There is evidence that the legal drinking age and traffic accidents have no correlation to each other. I think the United States would benefit from lowering the legal drinking age to 18 instead of keeping it at 21. 18-year-olds are allowed to join the military and go die for this country, go vote, get married, serve on a jury, smoke, buy weapons, and engage in financial contracts. If they can have all these responsibilities, why are they refused the right to consume alcohol? This just seems unfair to me. Keeping the legal drinking age at 21 makes it seem like you're not a real adult until you turn 21. This makes drinking more appealing to underage adults because they're not allowed to have it. Who is to say that just because someone is 21, they're mature enough to consume alcohol? I know plenty of people who are under 21 and are more mature than some of the people that I know that are over 21.